How to make a narcissist lose hope so they are heartbroken and want to suicide. A narcissist may pursue you until they figure out a way to sufficiently get to know you to be of interest. Consequently, they frequently assert their desires, irrespective of the repercussions. By closely observing others, narcissists may gain insight into how to manipulate them more effectively. While the narcissist devotes more time and effort to certain individuals than others, but ultimately everyone is neglected. It is possible that the narcissist desired a sexual encounter with you, financial gain, or your favor. The opposing party failed to fulfill their contractual obligations or implement the required modifications. Narcissists, by nature being self-centered, will rapidly relinquish interest in an individual should a more favorable alternative materialize. As I explained in another video, they may begin to ignore the person who stood up to them out of pain, pride, or resentment. However, you should strive to make this a permanent circumstance. Ensure that they are eliminated permanently from your life by using this as a get-out-of-jail-free card. It is advisable to completely sever all lines of communication with them and their aerial primates. As a result of your offense, the narcissist will likely attempt to tarnish your reputation. You have successfully severed any additional physical or emotional ties, so they will inevitably be compelled to acknowledge that, in the end, they will have to seek fulfillment in alternative locations. Maintain a safe distance from the narcissist and resist their requests for narcissistic supply. Even the slightest sign of an open door will entice them to return. They will look elsewhere if the narcissist is unable to obtain what they consider to be their due. A further foolproof way to divert the narcissist's attention from yourself is to confront them directly regarding their negative conduct. They will likely attempt to avoid you if you confront the narcissist and refuse to tolerate their deceit, manipulation, and other noxious behaviors. They have a preference for concealing themselves rather than exposed. They will determine without delay that you are not someone with whom they wish to spend time. Narcissists disregard any information that might assist in the improvement of their conduct. Even with the best of intentions, they will attempt to avoid your company and take your criticisms personally. Giving in to their demands is my final, unpopular, yet undeniably effective piece of advice for losing their interest in a narcissist. Evidently, some narcissists derive satisfaction from the pursuit, judging by the rate at which they become bored. Unfortunately, the moment they clasp you in their grasp, they lose interest and concern for you. As the narcissist no longer finds you to be a source of delight, but rather frustration, they will cease lavishing you with affection. Those in their vicinity are frequently perplexed by the narcissist's erratic mood fluctuations. However, it was evident that the victim was not at fault. The narcissist is preoccupied with nothing but himself or herself. Narcissists find tedious, among other things, the discussion I provided in this video regarding the maintenance of healthy relationships. It is unwise to associate oneself with negative individuals. It appears that they derive amusement from exaggerated pessimism and dramatic circumstances. Although this list may appear brief, the following 4 things can cause a narcissist to lose interest in others. I'm able to speak from experience. I would prefer to avoid further investing time in individuals who enjoy playing narcissists for fools with the intention of disappointing them later. Kindly elaborate on your encounters with narcissists and indicate in the comments whether you are inclined to implement any of the strategies that I have delineated below. I earnestly wish that you perceive this video as enlightening. Your feedback has been extremely beneficial. Once more, I appreciate everyone tuning in. These are 3 things that hurt a narcissist more than anything else in the world. Greetings and thank you for revisiting one of our video presentations. Today, I would like to discuss precisely that, inquiring whether or not a narcissist is susceptible to emotional distress. This is because narcissists themselves are susceptible to experiencing emotions. While they frequently assume positions of victimhood, offense, and so forth, their susceptibility to the inevitable attacks that are directed at them stems from their heightened sensitivity. The fragile personalities of narcissists are susceptible to damage from nearly anything. Certain stimuli can profoundly distress a narcissist, whereas others have the potential to cause significant harm to their sense of self-worth. It will be catastrophic if the narcissist's greatest admirer delivers the lethal strike. Obstacles to the narcissist's pride and control compel them to suffer the most, regardless of whether the suffering is private or public. Narcissists generate their own misery by means of deceit, pretense, and insecurities. The subsequent remarks would not be objectionable were it not for that. Narcissists, who consider themselves impregnable, will immediately seek retribution upon hearing your voice. It is entirely their responsibility to bear the burden of anguish. Additionally, I have observed that narcissism is progressively being classified as a mental disorder in contemporary culture. Their true need is for us to demonstrate compassion and understanding. Clearly, the narcissist is currently engaging in hypocritical conduct, and because they rely on our benevolence to grant them an additional opportunity, they remain perpetually susceptible. However, let us not dally. I will now discuss 3 certain methods to hurt a narcissist's feelings. To begin with, it is shredded and discarded. Narcissistic individuals are exceedingly sensitive to constructive criticism. Because they require constant approval from their family and peers, they abhor solitude. Narcissists are incapable of surviving without the assistance of others. Once one has ingratiated oneself into the grip of a narcissist, liberating oneself from their influence becomes an increasingly formidable task. The proliferation of social media and instant messaging has provided narcissists with the means to construct an online utopia where they are incessantly praised. They maintain a strong connection despite the absence of physical contact, which would be challenging for others to comprehend. In contrast, narcissists derive abundant gratification from the ceaseless influx of compliments they receive on the internet. This will suffice to sustain their diluted imaginations and contorted concerns for the time being. Exposure is the narcissist's second greatest fear. Some of the concepts that I have previously explored in my previous film will not be reiterated in this one. However, it is widely acknowledged that narcissists are extremely concerned with projecting a certain image and will tell numerous lies to achieve that. Narcissists exist to create the illusion that they possess greater qualities of interest and achievement than they in fact do. They must be in excruciating pain as they observe their entire universe disintegrate. The third and final factor that will have the greatest impact on narcissists is insult. Narcissists possess sufficient self-awareness to recognize how their words affect those in their vicinity. Without a doubt, they utilize deceitful and manipulative methods, including verbal communication, in order to cause damage to others. Conversely, a narcissist is exceedingly sensitive to constructive criticism. It is considered morally reprehensible to be completely candid with narcissists. Although criticism of their constructed persona is not uncommon, they will take it personally. It will become abundantly apparent that narcissists, due to their inherent insecurity and paranoia, are particularly susceptible to insults. Sadly, they perpetually possess some type of flaw. That is to say, it is not fantastic. The situation appears bleak now that they are aware of the truth. They have difficulty comprehending even the most elementary ideas. Regardless, the following 3 circumstances are likely to negatively impact a narcissist the most. numerous narcissistic weaknesses are readily apparent. In contrast, they are cunning manipulators who are timid and fearful. Given that that is likely all there is for the day, I shall conclude this discussion at that moment. Everyone, continue to enjoy the remainder of the week. Your attentiveness to our discourse is greatly appreciated. These are the things that will drive narcissists crazy and will be very easy to destroy. Narcissists are one of the most dangerous types of people to deal with because they are manipulative and only see other people as tools to help them reach their own goals, which they will only brag about and never actually achieve. They only see us as stepping stones. Narcissists see other people as nothing more than tools they can use to reach their own goals and objectives. Anyone who doesn't see you as a whole person with all of your thoughts and goals will never earn your respect. Narcissists need to be in charge all the time, and being close to someone they can't control is one of the most upsetting and unstable things for them. In addition, the narcissist would not be able to stand any of this person's other traits, making them a big problem for them. This person makes their life miserable and can drive narcissists crazy. It means they could lose, and narcissists hate losing. It's frustrating for them when they can't get what they want or get the person they want. Narcissists are hurt when they lose something, like a game, a job, or even a love relationship. It hits them hard and reminds them that they can't control everything or everyone. This is something that can happen no matter what. Somebody with the mindset of someone who can drive a narcissist completely crazy will have a lot of the traits that narcissists hate about other people. Still, I'd like to thank everyone who watched this movie before we even talk about that. I'd also like to welcome anyone who is new to this show and thank them for coming. The movie today will show you some personality traits that narcissists really don't like. Don't worry if you don't have all of them. If you can keep your cool, the narcissist will quickly lose interest in you if you have at least 2 of them. 1. People who don't cross their lines. The first person who can drive a narcissist crazy is someone who knows their limits and sticks to them. To put it another way, you should never think less of them. They don't want to do what other people tell them to do. Narcissists who try to push their will on these people will be strongly turned down. People who are set in their ways and won't give in are probably the ones that narcissists hate the most. Narcissists will get angry if someone tries to stop them from taking over other people's time or life. They'll go crazy over this. 2. Not scared. If someone meets the second requirement, they must not be afraid of the narcissist in any way. So, they don't have much trouble addressing or correcting the narcissist when they need to. To stop it, they would also tell them when they are lying or not being honest. People who are narcissists have a hard time getting along with others because they can't relax when they're with someone like this. 3. Someone who doesn't find the narcissist's antics interesting. The third sign is someone who is not impressed by the narcissist. This means they have not bought into the narcissist's false view of themselves. It takes them a long time to notice or praise the narcissist's good work. Before getting too close, people like them want to be sure that the person they're meeting is who they say they are. They're not in a hurry to meet new people or make new friends. Because of this, believing someone takes a lot more than a nice smile and a perfect appearance. 4. Someone who makes narcissists feel little. Lastly, someone who makes the ego think he or she is not important. Based on the other things I've talked about, it's clear that this person doesn't trust the narcissist and would try to keep the narcissist out of the situation as much as possible. This means that no one will ask them to come to their homes, and they also won't accept narcissists' invitations. No matter how much time they have, this person doesn't want to spend with the narcissist. Because of this, they are more likely to ignore or grey rock the narcissist, when they act in a strange way. 5. Someone who has done better in life than the ego. 5. Someone who is successful or has something the narcissist doesn't have. For example, one person might be married while the narcissist is single. It's also possible that the narcissist doesn't have a car or a house while the other person does. The narcissist might not be able to go on trips, but the other person might. Narcissists don't want other people to be able to have or do something that they can't, even if it's just a little thing. Narcissists are jealous people who don't like it when other people do better than them. Number 6. Someone with a free spirit. Someone is free-spirited if they enjoy life and do the things they love without caring what other people think. That's how we get to the character flaw. They don't care what other people think or how they look to other people. Another person who is the exact opposite of narcissism makes the narcissist sick because they can't stand being around them, because they wish they were living their life the way that person is. This is called narcissistic envy. Nasty people don't like it when other people are always happy, and free spirits are usually carefree and happy most of the time. People who are narcissists find it very annoying when other people show real happiness and joy. The thought of what these other people have makes the narcissist crazy because they can never have it. They don't like it when other people talk more than they do because it makes them feel less important. In any case, people who aren't afraid to say they're wrong are much more important. It makes narcissists happy to talk about how great they are and show off their achievements. A few of the things they are known for are complaining, rumors, and telling interesting stories. There are many lies that narcissists tell, and most of them are complete lies. Nasty people are afraid of people who talk a lot and tell the truth, because those people can get people's attention and focus on themselves because of how interesting they are. Really, everything comes down to one word: authentic. It's the thread that ties together all the traits I just talked about. Someone with authentic character is honest in every part of their life. They stick to a clear way of doing business. Everything you want is what you get when you work with them. Narcissists are dishonest and believe that everyone else is the same. The narcissist doesn't want anything good for you. The narcissist thinks that there should be no room in the world for real people. It must be true that all of them are lying. When these people act in these ways, the narcissist will get angry, irritated, and uncomfortable, and they will have to hide behind their shell. My list of things to do is now over. The other good thing about this person is that they know more about how narcissists work. It is best for the narcissist to end a violent relationship. They know they can't trick this person, and what's worse, they know this person is likely to figure out who they really are. To stay away from people who fit this description, narcissists usually make a plan to leave or do everything they can to stay away from them. What these people have going for them is the truth, and narcissists hate the truth so much. This kind of person is honest with everyone they meet, as well as with themselves. The narcissist would stay away from them because they aren't afraid to tell or hear the truth. Narcissists are afraid of these people because they are everything that a narcissist is not. Narcissists do bad things, but people who have these traits or act in these ways can shine a light on them and stop them. If they want to control someone, all they can do is plant doubt and suspicion in the hopes that some of them will grow or that someone else will feel the same way about them. To get rid of this guy, they need to get him to work with them. When narcissists can't change or control someone, they hate them so much that they want to kill them. Especially for narcissists, people with a lot of the traits I've listed here today are their worst fear. For the reason that they are always honest, set clear limits, and aren't pleased by the narcissist. When the narcissist comes near, they don't show any fear. They are being honest. They're having a great time. There is a good sense of awe and reverence in them and in life. They can spot toxic people and stay away from them, even though this may not be the most important feature. Nasty people can't change things like this. That's all we have to do for today. Feel free to leave any questions or thoughts in the box below.